Man.
All right, Brian's question. Dr. Nick Jones at Simply Awesome 85 says, when attending wrestling school, is it better to just learn how to be an in-ring talent or also learn how to be a referee, commentary, and other in case a promoter wants to book you for a show and you are able to do multiple things?
I look at it like when you're learning to be a wrestler, you're going to school and you got to read every chapter. You know what I mean? You got to study everything. Like, I don't know. And I always tell my guys, like, you're more valuable to promoters or people that are going to employ you the more things that you can do or have knowledge of. Even if you just know how to, like, fucking do the ring, you know?
I was just going to say, how valuable is the guy that knows how to run the ring crew?
Bro, if there was a guy that
boards.
was like, his specialty was like making sure the ring was great at all times, I'd use him on every creative pressure. I'd find something for him.
Yeah.
Just to be there as a safety net.
Yeah.
And that's just that. You know what I mean? Much less a good ref. You know, that's a reliable ref who knows what they're doing. It's a big part of the magic. You know, there's three people in there, really, you know? If you have a shit ref, you can't have a great match with a shit ref.
Yeah. That is 100% true.
Yeah.
You should want to, learn everything. Try out.
I don't know if a wrestler needs to know how to be a ref, though.
I think it's valuable to.
I think when you're learning, you can learn about it. I'm not saying try to be a ref.
Yeah, exactly.
I do think. Now listen, you have the school. I don't. I do think if you're going to go in there, I'm going to be a referee. I think then you need to know how to wrestle and take bumps.
Those are the people I kind of can't stand when they come.
I want to be a manager.
They want to be a manager or a ref, and they think like they don't have to do anything. They're just like, oh, sure, now you're a manager or ref. It's like pump the brakes here.
Those girls should learn how to do everything.
They need, especially like a manager. Like, there's been so many dreamers, I should say, not Tommy dreamers, just like dreamers. They come to Creative Pro thinking like, hey, I'm going to be a manager, so I don't have to do anything. Like, and they just think like,
nope,
that's just the way it's going to be. And I'm like, no. You still got to pay your dues. What is the sense in becoming a manager and, you get over, imagine that and you have all this heat or something and you can't take a bump?
So I think same goes for referee.
And the same with that. I mean, if you're a great ref and you're at a match with bangers and, people are going to have to bump you, same shit. You got to have at least some basic knowledge and stuff to protect yourself. What if something goes wrong or you get hit by accident or, like you have to be aware. It's just,
but also being a manager, knowing the psychology of a match, when to be yelling and
where to be.
Also, right. I find it very obnoxious when people try to sign up to Creative Pro and they think it's like this free pass. They're like, oh wait, no, not the wrestling stuff. I'm just going to be, and it's like, they think it's just like a free pass to just, you're in. You're on every show. It's not like, couldn't be further.
Well, because I think when you are watching, you do think like a referee. If you're just watching as a fan, you think a referee and a manager is kind of, not useless but easy, right? And it wasn't until I got into business I realized it wasn't really until I got on the indies when I realized how important referees are. Because in WWE, 9 times out of 10 they're fucking pros,
of course,
right?
Yeah.
But it's like when you're like, oh my god, this guy just ruined my fucking match because he blew that one.
It's like super disrespectful.
Yeah.
We were just laughing in the car. I don't know if we've talked about this on here, but a couple of years ago, I had a 3-way main event: me versus VSK versus Max Caster. You would.
By the way, Bill is one of my favorite refs at Open. You're going to talk about Bill. This was a horrible fuck up,
dude. Main event 3-way. Like we're trying to have a banger, and like we're already frustrated. It wasn't going great anyway. The ref just he's down. Like he can't get up.
Like double quad tear.
I thought he had like the Vince McMahon Royal Rumble like double quad tear. So now it's a 3-way, which is a lot of covering and falsies, and he can't stand up to make the count. So he's like seal like squirming over. So like ruins this match. Ruined. And I have a little compassion for him because I'm like, oh shit, double quad tear. This guy's fucked over. He goes, yeah, man, I cramped up real bad out there. I was like, a fucking cramp? Are you kidding me? I was like livid, dude. Like, fuck.
Holy shit.
But
cramp.
To the question there, broski, I will say, I've seen this happen before. A kid comes to a show to help set up. I'm going to do whatever you need, pal. And then a ref doesn't show. Fuck, we need a ref.
Yep.
The kid gets to do the ref. He does a great job. So the guy brings him back as a wrestler the next show. You know what I'm saying? So if you have that ability
I mean, that's how Leo Sparrow got booked for FWF because he was a ref.
And then he got booked for TNA because Tommy said, I need someone who can pretend to be a ref but really take a bump.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Do it all.
I mean, honestly, when people sign up to Creative Pro, one of the first things I do is I just say, oh, yeah, just be a rep. It's like you can't learn how to wrestle in one day.
No.
And I'm also not going to turn the whole class into like babysitting for you. You know, we're going to get our shit in and train, you know. Right. So I'm like, just be the ref. You're a front row seat to fast track your learning and see how all this works, you know. It's a very
true.
Good tool.
I was a referee one time. Well, I was a referee in TNA once. I think Brian wrestled somebody that had a always ready ref shirt. But
yeah, I can't remember. I know we did something like that, but yeah.
It was Matt Stryker. Was Stryker versus Echoes? I don't know. And I had this like double XL long baggy referee shirt. It was horrible.
And you only did that one match?
Yeah, that's it.
That's fine.
Maybe
Mikey
I did
took
another
you
one.
to that indie,
Mikey
right?
took me, yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I do think being a manager is not as easy. I mean, Mark, you're a manager. And I didn't realize really truly until I had like Steph as my heater.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to like teach her, not because she was never a heater before either. And I'm trying to like, and I don't even know if I'm teaching her the right way, but I teach her where I want her to be for my spots and my style.
Right.
It's something simple as we had talked about this in the bonus. Don't have your back to the hard cam. Even on these indie shows,
right?
There's always a hard cam if they're filming it for something.
It's like if Mark started banging the mat trying to get the people during like a comeback or something. You got to know when to do these things. Like,
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, that's something I've actually gotten a little bit better at. I didn't manage that much, to be totally honest, but I know the psychology of a match and what's going on and what's happening, and I know when the focus needs to be on the wrestler and when I can get some heat or get the crowd to react and things like that. So
there was one live event. I can't remember what the story. There's some quick storyline on Raw where like Heath and Rhino were like something happened, but they were working heel in the live event, even though they weren't. But they were on the heel team of like an 8 or 10 man.
Okay,
and of course, Rhino's so recognizable. Like the crowd's going Rhino, but he's a heel, and he's like playing up to it, like making him louder, and he'd be like, "What the fuck, Terry?" He was so bad, like and rightfully so, like getting the wrong reaction. Like don't carry it on,
Actually, something that I learned from Joey Eastman, great manager, by the way. Obviously, Nice has got the guy in a headlock. I'm not going to be going like that.
No.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But what I noticed that Joey would do is he would slap, he would go, boom, he would go, come on, grind him. Yeah, boom. It's like, get him.
Right,
and then I'm
more like subliminal than.
Oh, you've subliminally did that 3 times, and then people will start to do it. It's fucking great.
I would tell like SDL that like if there was like a double down, and most times the fans are naturally coming, but if they're not, like organically do it in a way where you're like trying to cheer me on, but you got that cadence so the fans can respond to it and follow.
100%. Yeah,
I do it like if I'm out there, if like Eddie has the singles, like, and I know it's the double down or something like that, I'll be like, boom, 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 come on, Eddie, Eddie. Like I'm doing that.
Yeah.
To frantic, but like it's subliminal to get everyone else to do it.
Yeah.
Were you in Gorilla when I think it was Regal versus Truth? Regal has him in like a chin lock, and Truth just started going, and they went like nuts in Gorilla, like nuts. That's how he got the people. He was in the chin lock, and he was just going.
All the luchadors do that,
bro. Come on. Psychology wise, you're supposed to be like being strangled.
Mystico did it,
but that's the old school. You bang your foot as you're getting up.
Bang your foot. That's fine, but not just let go of the hold and like.
Another thing I would do if I was the babyface and there was like some sort of double down, I would like be crawling to get up and like slap the mat as I'd like be getting up, Great question. All right. Join the community at MajorMarks.com and get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes footage, and become a member of the Major family.
You get bonus episodes on our careers, wrestling figure history, and exclusive interviews with our friends and legends in the business each month.
You also get early access to YouTube videos and, of course, the weekly podcast ad-free and breaking news updates.
Brand new shows featuring
oh, baby.
And you. Each month, you can interview someone in the wrestling business with the Captain's Log.
Also, buy, sell, and trade in our exclusive Facebook community where people have become friends in real life.
Certain memberships include merch like monthly trading cards and quarterly mystery gifts.
Become a Major Mark and join MajorMarks.com today.